Hello racing fans, Racing 393. A video revolving around this RC car, but not what you expect. eBay and problems that I've had when selling. I also will publicly apologise to someone on here who I speak to quite often. So if you want to find out more, keep watching. So, let the story begin. It will be a very short story. Those that follow my channel, occasionally what you'll see is I will buy at my own money an RC car, usually from Banggood or AliExpress. You know the ones. They could be crawlers, could be RC cars, speedrun cars, whatever takes my fancy, to be honest. And I buy them for one of two reasons. Firstly, I like my RC cars. It's an RC channel. So, although some of the cars, as I've said, I might not buy for myself, I quite like the fact of buying something that I wouldn't normally have, having a quick go of it, doing a review. And then, as you can see, just below me, eBay. I'll stick them on eBay. They always, for the most part, they go for less than I paid for. Like I've said, it's not the perfect business plan. It's not supposed to be. I've done it out of my own goodwill to try and help others out. You'll pay what you want for it. Now, there's people that might watch this will go, hang on a minute. Let me explain. I've never had so much backlash and problems from selling this on eBay through a mistake which I hold my hand up, partly me, but also eBay. Now, to cut a longer story even shorter, the end, not that short. I've been on eBay since 2001. To be precise, right at the end of August 2001. So what's that? 24 years. No, 23 and a bit years. And I've never, ever had negative feedback. It's been the same account. The account name might have changed over the years because now it's a shop properly that I sell stuff on. But over the years, buying and selling, stuff I've already got in my house, things I just buy, you know what it's like, 100% feedback. And I haven't really been, going out of my way to be 100%. It's the way I do business. And I've done many of these trucks, crawlers, speedrun cars that I buy from those Chinese suppliers, a review on my YouTube channel, and then advertise it that I'm selling it on eBay, and then I put a link on eBay of my YouTube review. It's just the way I do business. I say business, it's not to make money. It's really to, like I said, one or two things. One is I like to have some cars to have a go at that I wouldn't normally. And plus I know it's going to sell for cheaper, and I'll use that quote, cheaper than what I paid for it. It's not about making money. If somebody paid more for it, that's up to them. I've got no problem with that at all. I've got no reserves, so if it went for hardly anything, it's just the way it is, isn't it? It's just the way it is. Now, this went online for 10 days. During that 10 days, the winning bid, which was a little bit more than what I paid for it, I did think it was strange. My own fault, I should have checked their profile. But anyway, they didn't respond to paying for this car. Most people pay straight away. So I emailed them a couple of times over the weekend, nothing. I then decided to look at their profile, which is something I will do in the future. And I have been, I just didn't do it this time. There's a lot of negative feedback on their profile about not paying for goods. And also the history was very far back. So I thought, oh, here we go. So I took the decision it's literally 24 hours after the winning bid. I was in two minds to relist it, which is what I should have done, if you know this story, or I decided upon myself to give it a second chance offer to the next bidder. Upon doing that, when I clicked it, there's a little box that says second chance offer. Nothing happened. It's almost like I was clicking my mouse, click, 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 but it wasn't registering on the screen. So I then clicked and went underneath. It was only a couple of quid difference. Click, nothing. Click, 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 nothing. Well, my mouse is moving as eBay froze. What's happened? Click, click. I even tried the next one down. Right, that one then, that'll be all right. Click, and that next one down. Andy, if you're watching, because I know you watch my videos, that was yours, and you're gonna know where this is going. But it didn't register. So I then thought, let me close eBay down a minute. Closed it down, restarted it. Still nothing. Went back into my account, back onto the car. Why is it not working? What's going on? Is it me? Is my mouse working? I don't know. I then closed down the computer, shut all my windows down, restarted, fired it back up. By the time I'd done this, sort of, 20 minutes had passed. I then thought to myself, sod it. I'll just relist it. So I relisted it. It then came up, unable to relist. It said a message about unable to relist like a live auction. Oh, what? Whilst I was faffing about, I restarted eBay. Rather than relist it through the original advert, I went out into and looked at my advert as if I was going to buy it and selected relist, which it did. So I relisted it for a shorter period, like I can't remember, 5 days I think it was, maybe 4. Great. And I left it. I thought, oh, it's back on there. In the meantime, up popped, I think it was later on that day, I can't quote when exactly, sold. And I was thinking to myself, I'm pretty sure that was for like 3 days. I clicked onto the sold and someone's paid £5 for it. I thought, what? It wouldn't have gone for £5. So I looked into it and that was the second chance offer. So I messaged them and said, look, it's been a mistake. I'm going to refund you. I'm sorry about that. That's not the advert you should be bidding on. The answer back from them was a quite, not rude, but they weren't listening, clearly. I sorted that out, left it. In the meantime, another 2 sales came through, one later that evening and one the next day. What I hadn't realised, and for some reason, I don't know why this worked, all those boxes that I checked, second chance offers, went to 3 or 4 different people. 3, I think. 2 of them paid £5, which I refunded, and one of them has caused me right problems on eBay. And the third one, Andy, was you, and you paid a reasonable amount, which you would have won this. But because I had it on a different auction, which was running with bids, it was a right, I can say this on here because it's my channel, a right cock up. So Andy, I did refund you. I'm sorry you didn't win it. I'm pretty sure that one day we'll get this right because I know you bid on some stuff. I will bear that in mind. I haven't forgotten. As for the other person who's decided to leave me negative feedback and lies on eBay, pure lies, you're an arse. I've already complained to eBay twice. They did no help. They haven't looked into it. They haven't actually acknowledged the fact that I've been on eBay for 21 years or more, 24 years, and not had any bad feedback. And it wasn't even a deliberate thing by letting you try and buy something that wasn't there for £5. You were somehow had got that second chance offer, which I never clicked. There's about 4 of them I clicked. The ones right down the bottom were the beginning bids, which were like 5 and 8 and what have you. Somehow it had registered all them when I was clicking away at the boxes that weren't operating. So what turns out to be a goodwill to everybody, and I thought I was doing a good thing, ended up a ball ache. Now, there's probably many of you out there thinking, it's your fault, mate. You should know what you're doing. Maybe. I will take some responsibility. But I won't take people slandering me and saying lies on my feedback because they couldn't get a £70 radio controlled basher for £5 and then complain when I refund them because it's wrong. I am entitled to do that. I said the part or the car was no longer available because at that point I couldn't even relist it. So there you go. Rant over. Andrew, I know you watch my videos. Again, I apologise for the cock up. I did say that on the message. If you watch this video, then keep your eyes peeled because, well, I will make amends because I know you put a lot of feedback into my videos. We comment to each other quite a lot. I don't want this instance to be problematic. So that's my public apology to you. The other 2 bidders, I don't know who you are, but you won't be buying off my site anymore. So with that over and done with, that's my rant. What's the bottom line of this? Well, I thought I was doing a good thing. I know how to improve it next time. Lessons learned, I suppose, by everybody, including me. Without further ado, onwards and upwards to much better things. Keep your eye out for more videos reviewing cheaper RC cars. Thanks for watching and cheerio.